Hi guys, it's Ellen and today I have a new scrapbooking layout to share with you. I wanted this page to have a vintage feel, so I've taken this old pattern paper, I can't remember where it's from, I'm sorry, but I've torn part of it on two of the sides, and then I wanted to add some mixed media to those pieces, so I've just put some gesso on and blended that out with my fingers. I also wanted to add some corrugated card behind where I'd ripped those pieces, so I'm painting two bits of corrugated cardboard with the white gesso as well. I wanted to add more texture to my page, so I'm taking a stencil with some branches and leaves on it, and I've got my texture paste and just passed that through the stencil on both the areas, on both the ripped areas. I've then taken my watercolours and I'm just adding vintagey tones of browns and blues to both of those areas once again. This helps bring out the design of the texture paste. So I'm just dabbing some of the watercolour on and then spraying it with water, and it helps to blend over the page, and then just adding splatters as well in those same colours. Once the cardboard and the where I painted is dry, I'm just gluing those cardboard pieces behind the ripped pieces, and the glue didn't want to stick this very well, so I added my staple, which I quite like as well because it's another texture to add to the page. So yeah, I just added some messy staples over those areas, and then I'm taking the same watercolours that I used before and adding some of those to the corrugated cardboard as well. Just helps tie everything in together. I'm then going to back my photos onto this brown, it's actually a brown paper bag. I just had it in my scrapbook, so I'm just matting both my photos onto that. Just again adds to the vintage look of the page. And then I've gone behind the entire photo with some foam tape to make sure there's dimension on the page. I wanted to add another texture, so I've got some cheesecloth and I'm just cutting a square of that and then pulling it to make it look more sort of messy, and I'm going to stick that under my photos. I love the look of the cheesecloth, so I think that looks really good. And I've also got some lace pieces that I'll be adding. I'm ruffling them up first and then sticking them behind my photos. So yeah, they're just little lace ruffles behind two corners of the photos. I'm then going to stick that whole thing down with PVA glue. I had the foam tape on there, which is sticky, but with all of the fabric that I put underneath, I just wanted to make sure it's extra secure. And then I'm taking those same watercolours again and going over some of the cheesecloth areas because it's really white, so I wanted it to look a bit more grungy. I've then got my title, which is All Things Bright, and these pieces are from the Cocoa Vanilla Midnight collection. So it took me quite a while to arrange those pieces, but you'll see that in a minute. And I also added two frame pieces from that same collection as well. I'm trying to use up this collection. I have a very small amount left, so you'll see little pieces in quite a few of my upcoming scrapbook pages. So where I have that cheesecloth at the top, I wanted to add some at the bottom as well, so I decided to put it behind my title. And once I finally arrange the title in a way that I like, I am gluing it together so I can just move it around as one piece, because I kept forgetting where I wanted it to go and it was quite annoying. But yeah, like I said, it took me a while to decide where I wanted this to go. I wanted to add some interest behind my title, and I have these old vintage looking tags. These are just from AliExpress, and I chose a few that were in tones that matched the page, and I've put 2 of those behind my title as well, and added some hemp twine behind through the holes of those. And then I don't show you all of this, but I back my entire title with foam, which took forever because they're quite small pieces. I have a few brads left. I got these in a second-hand craft shop near me, and they're just vintage looking brads, so again I wanted to use those up, so I'm just putting some of those around my photos and one around my title. Then from that same Cocoa Vanilla Studio collection, the Midnight collection, I still have loads of these little phrase stickers, so I'm going to add those to my page as well, and then I think my page is all finished. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you very much for being here. Bye!